Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play in a drive. Here's Harvey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Harvey once more. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it. Here we go on 4th, Nix. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hampton trying the left side. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun give to Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 32. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trey Harris, the intended target there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Completed to his running back. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They snap it to Herbert. Into the hands of Ganson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers break the tie here in the first.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. This is Neighbors. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Nix off the play action. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. The Chargers have an early lead. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Nix from the gun. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up Cam Hart. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Hampton underneath. And he stopped just before the line to gain. This is at the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Chargers will have a first.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. He's calling his own number again. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Chargers with a long field ahead. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, Herbert. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Herbert to throw once more. Short pass brought in. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Herbert once more. Chased out to his right. Caught at the 20-yard line. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Left side now caught by Sutton. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. This is reeled in by Caleb Lohner. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Knicks now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. There's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. They'll throw again. Knicks throwing deep for the end zone. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
On 3rd down, here's Knicks. Drops it down, Harvey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that gets him back to within 11. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. See what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. At the 20. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Gets everything he has under this throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's loaded another one up. Got a man and Neighbors has it. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They give to Hampton on the option. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Gets it downfield, on target to Getson. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. The throw is caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast. It's Hampton on 2nd. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. The Broncos have it. There he goes on the right side. The 40. Into the red zone. And he is into the end zone, so they steal 2 points on the block kick and return. You could hear the crowd swell first on the block, Brock, and then again as they scooped it up and started the return. Man, really one of the most exciting plays you'll ever see in a game, no matter what the score is.
And one of the rarest plays we get to see, too. You know, the rule was changed back in 2015 that you could take it back for 2. And the total number of extra points blocked and taken back since then, well, we can count on our 2 hands. It's incredibly tough to do, but they just pulled it off.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Nix holds on to it. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But the Broncos will get it back. Whew, heads up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here we go on 4th, Nix. Throw is caught by the back. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll toss it to Hampton. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing now, Herbert. That's completed right side. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Herbert back to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Trey Harris. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
On 3rd down, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to Hampton. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, count play. 5-9.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy. completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
The lead looks safe, but the penalty's staying down. They're going for this. Ahead of fourth down, officials stepping in here, a timeout call. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they can't add 3 to their lead of 15.
Well, they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate. Don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and one more stop here can very much end things.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Nix from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the 1st on 4th down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
On third down, here's Nix. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Going for it with Harvey. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Broncos can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hampton. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to Starks. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
In truth, Kate, I kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Harvey once more. Through the defense, he's past the 20. Through the 40. R.J. Harvey hits the 20. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos down by only 2 in the 4th.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
And they draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chargers pushing to get within range for a game winner. New set of downs for him from the 46. Short pass brought in. And they get the 1st down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Trying the sneak, it's Herbert. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
Kate, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, which you could do in 2nd and short, they decide to just move those chains.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And now we'll see if the other sideline can do anything to end it in regulation.
I know this, Kate. As bummed as these fans are, nobody, and I mean nobody, feels worse in this building than that kicker. Because that's not just one, that's now 2 critical misses.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Nearly an interception on that play. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. What a season opener we're being treated to here, Brock, as the ball is teed up. Here we go in overtime. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Complete here to Hinton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Herbert throwing again. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he is down to the 30-yard line. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Neighbors right side. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Throwing now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game.
A receiver this skilled, but he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So it's a win for the Broncos.